So last time the subject of videos came up, I was looking at something like this. I was using an IP cam, which, I gave a decent view of the track, but the footage was really jumpy and it just wasn't smooth or anything. So I was looking at different options to see what I could do to get better video. Kind of decided on a 2-camera setup. And originally when I started out, I had this jury rig system set up where I had two of them set on these tripods. Well, it didn't take long to figure out that wasn't going to work because these things were almost 6 foot high, and with the tripods extended, they were always in the way. I was bumping into them, and I just figured that was not going to work at all. So to get the right angle so you could get a good view of the track, I knew I'd have to mount these from the ceiling. So I devised a bracket. I just had some sticks of wood, and I hung each camera on from the stick of wood. The top of these I just attached to some conduit I had running up along the basement. Those are just those jumbo binder clips that's used to hold paper together. And I 3D printed this bracket and attached the bracket to the stick, and then used just a regular camera mount to mount the webcam on and adjust it at an angle. And it works out pretty well. Overall, this sets the system up and out of the way, gives me a pretty good view of the track, and allows me to just move around better. Right now the USB connection wires are just hanging down. Eventually they'll be brought across and down this pole. I'll have a little stand built onto the pole where I can put the laptop there so I can control the video and anything else going on. So I got the cameras set up the way I want them. I think everything's ready for testing. So let's run some cars and run some videos and see what everything looks like. So here we get the cameras set up. The nice thing about having the cameras being the exact same type on each side is, it's easy to get the color balance right. I ran the default on both these. I'm pretty happy with the color and how it looks. I think it turned out pretty well. So what we're going to do is put on a recently acquired Carrera NASCAR, run this on the track a little bit and see how everything looks. I'm really watching the car as I do this more than the track. Obviously, once I get this video finished, I'll take a better look at it and try to judge how things turned out. Now, of course, with the track, we do have about maybe a 3-foot section in the middle there that we can't see. The back of that track is about 9.5, almost about 10 feet across. So you do lose a little bit there, but it's mostly straight. So again, as far as the car goes, you're really not losing a lot. You see the most important parts of the track here. These are the most challenging parts. At some point, maybe I'll add a third camera looking down the straightaway if I think it's even necessary, but we'll see. Well, that worked pretty well. I'm going to try another car. I have another Carrera. This is a Audi R8. Again, a pretty fairly new car. I got this on the track and realized I probably should have cleaned the tires a little bit because it wasn't gripping as well as I had hoped. But overall, it's a great car. Runs really well on the track. But as I look at this, I think things will probably turn out okay. I really like to know what you think. If you watch this, if you think this view is better, I think the setup here now is a little bit more permanent than what I had before. Gives a little bit more consistent and clearer view of the track. And best of all, we just don't have that jumpy motion and even missing frames that I had on that old IP cam, which really was unsatisfactory. So there we go. Let me know what you think. I'm pretty happy with it. So I wanted to take a minute to thank everybody too. We're closing in on 1,500 subscribers. Again, if you do enjoy this kind of content, please feel free to like and subscribe. tell some friends if anybody else is interested in the hobby. It really does help the channel. Until next time, have fun on your track and don't forget to step on it.